Welcome to another Tech Help video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I am your instructor, Richard Rost. Today is part 35 of my, up to now, 35-part series about fitness. And like I always say in every video, this isn't just about fitness. These are cool tips and techniques and tricks and stuff that you can do. Oh, someone's beaming in any database. So it doesn't matter if you care about fitness and weights and nutrition. That doesn't matter. This is about building a cool database. So, you haven't watched parts 1 through 34 yet, what are you waiting for? Go watch those, then come on back. Today's video is going to be about fixing a bunch of annoyances, things that I've been using this database now for a couple weeks myself. Since we started building it, I've been using it. Not religiously. I haven't been putting every day in it, but I've been using it most days. And I've come up with a short list of things that have annoyed me. So let's fix some of those things first, because like one thing I really need is the totals down here for the calories and protein every day, because I want to know how many calories I got left, right? I've had breakfast, I've had my lunch, I got my snack that I have every night. It's the same thing, small bowl of fruit and some yogurt. So how much do I have left for dinner, and how many grams of protein do I still need? So that's one of the things we're going to fix today. I got a couple things. Okay, there's some stuff I want to fix, but first, before we do that, there's something I need to add that I've been wanting to add for a while. I've been using this myself, and yes, you can see I had breakfast today, and then I went to Mellow Mushroom for lunch. They have a really good Cobb salad, and my wife always gets the veggie pizza, so I always get a slice of it. So that's not bad. That's 770 calories for lunch. That's not too bad. I just adjust the rest of the day. But what I'm saying is I need totals down here. I was going to plan on doing this a little bit later, but I need to throw it in now because it's driving me nuts. Every day when I've been putting my food in here, and every day I have to like add this up in my head. So time for some totals. We're going to go a little bit out of order and do that right now. Because, yeah, there's other stuff we need to fix, like this thing is stuck on canned salmon. We'll get to that. I know, relax. Design view. Now, these are values that are calculated values, right? Okay, they come from total calories. Where does total calories come from? It comes from a query, okay? And I made sure that in the food log queue, that's where we do the calculation. This is something that throws beginners sometimes. I'll admit, when I was a beginner, this threw me too. If you want to have calculated values in the rows and the records of your continuous form, put the calculation in a query, because if you do that calculation here, then you cannot total it up at the bottom of the form. Okay? So you want to make sure you have this in the query, because now that it exists in the query, now the form can see all of them and it can add them up and stuff. All right, so we're going to slide all this stuff down just a bit. And I think I talk about that in my form footer totals video. I'll put a link to that down below. So I'm just going to copy these two guys, copy, click, paste, and it worked. Yay, I'm always happy when a copy paste works. And we'll put it here. And we're going to just open this up. And in here, all we need to do now is call this, the name is going to be sum total calories. This is how I like to do it, calories. Because now the control source is equals the sum of total calories. See how I do that? Okay. And the other one is going to be the same thing. Open this up. And total protein is going to be equals the sum of total protein. And now this is going to be sum total protein, and put whatever other things you want in here too. If you're tracking carbs, if you're tracking sodium, if whatever you're tracking, put them in there. And if you want to make these different, I'm going to eventually put what's the word? Conditional conditional formatting on these. I want to make sure I'm under my calories and over my protein, or at least close to it. So we're going to have goals. We're going to make a system table where you can set what your goals are, your daily goals. And then we'll have those, change color based on that. So for now, I'm just going to make this a simple, let's say, I don't know, just a simple green. Okay. Save it, close it, open it, and oh, that's so much better. So much better. I thought maybe putting them in the top, but no, totals go in footers. That's normal. That is the way, right? And so now I can see yesterday I was right on, spot on. Those are my goals. 2,000 calories, about 180 grams of protein. So today now, I know what I got. See, now I can go over here, and I know I do my fruit bowl and yogurt almost every night. Same thing, right? It's 290.12. And we're going to eventually have it down here in the list. See, yeah, we gotta. Okay, so I could type in dairy and put the stuff in. See, we'll get to that. But my fruit bowl and yogurt is yeah, I know. Go away. My fruit bowl and yogurt is a staple. That'll be a meal. And so we'll go over here. And I know I could put this in here for later. And I forgot the numbers already. One thing I thought about also is you can't type in here, which is a little annoying. But most of this stuff is going to be fed in from the combo box. But you still have the option to come down here and type in 290. And I forgot the number already. 290 and 22. Okay. 290 and 22. All right, so this tells me now I've got like 500 calories for dinner, and I still need 80 grams of protein, 70 grams of protein. So I figured that one out. I'll probably do a salad with some fish or something. I think that's what I did yesterday. By the way, yeah, that's what dinner was yesterday. I did 3 cans of tuna and then lettuce and some olives. By the way, don't put canned mushrooms in a salad. Fresh mushrooms, yes, but yesterday I tried putting canned. No, that was bad. Don't do that. Canned mushrooms are fine in like cooked dishes, but gross in a salad. Okay. And later on, by the way, this meal space is going to be when we put a meal up here, it's going to feed that up here. Right? So this will say breakfast, and then this will say lunch, and this will say lunch. And then this will be, you know, a night snack or whatever you put it in as. And that gives me some room in here. Now, you can feed stuff in here later. Like, let's say, okay, so my nighttime snack is usually at around, let's say like 10 p.m. And that way I can put in here, I can slot dinner in. You know, we'll say I'm going to eat dinner at, oh, what happened? At 7 p.m., let's say. And we'll add some sort buttons later, but if you just leave it and come back to it, and it sorts it in. A nice big hole here, and you know how many calories and protein you got left. And maybe we'll do that. We'll put that down here too. Like we'll put your goal here and then what's left. So you know, okay, I got 510 calories left for dinner. All right, now let's talk about this guy. Why is this stuck at fish, canned salmon, chicken at the sea? What happened here? Well, this can happen if your VB code changes that row source like we're doing, right? And then you go to design view and you go back to form view maybe and test it. And then you save the form, right? Your VBA code changed that row source. Guess what? You make a design change and save it. That gets saved in your design. So come in here, take a look, and go to data, and then, on this guy, data, and then row source. Let's zoom in. Whoop, too big. And look at that. See? It's saved in there. So the way to fix this, don't keep changing this. Set this every time you load the form, because this design changes in here will happen. You want to set that default when you load the form up, right? Now we already have code that sets this guy, right? In the onChange event right here. All right, it's right there. It's update food combo row source, and it sets it. And if we don't send in anything, it just sets it back to default. So that's what we're going to do when the form loads. All right, so drop this down. We're going to go to form. And no, not before insert. We want either load or open. We already have a load event. We'll use that. Let's see. Do we have an open event too? Nope, just load event. Either one's fine for this. All right, order by that, update the date filter, and then update the food combo row source. That should set it back to blank when the thing opens. Ready? Click, and then we're fixed. Okay. It's those little things that you don't discover sometimes until you start using the database. Like I've been using this every day. That's also kind of why I like now spacing this out a bit, where I'm not doing 4 of these a week. I'm doing maybe 2 or 3 fitness videos a week, because that gives me a little bit of time in the middle to use this. I've been using it over the weekend, and I've noticed a bunch of little things. That's one of the problems I had when I was a consultant working for other companies, is that I would build their database, but I'm not the guy using it every day. So I would sometimes hang around afterwards, and I would obviously train the employees how to use it, but then I would kind of sometimes sit back and just watch them for a few days, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work, and that's when you can really make the adjustments to make things better. And of course, I'd tell them always to take notes. What kind of features do you like? What don't you like? What do you want to see streamlined? That kind of stuff. A database is a living, growing, breathing creature. It needs love, so it's constantly evolving. While we're doing fixes today, the meal list, if you try to click up here and edit something, it properly jumps you down here. The food list does not do that. That's another one of my pet peeves. This guy doesn't do it. So if I click here and I try to type, I'm just annoyed because I can't type. So I want that to do the same thing. Drop you down here and put the cursor at the end of it, just like we did with the meal list. Now this one will be a little easier because we just have to literally, when any of these are clicked on, move the focus down here. Or if this is clicked on, move the focus here. If this is clicked on, move the focus here, for example, right? The other one was in a subform, so we had to do some work with the bookmarks and find it and all that. So this is going to be much, much easier. And I would probably use the got focus event for all these. So food group, we're going to go to food group combo. So on got focus, where are you? On got focus. Food group combo dot set focus. You could drop it down if you want to. I don't think I'm going to. No, I'm not going to drop it down. Food description is going to go to description. So again, on focus, we're going to say description dot set focus. And here's one of those ones where I'm going to say if description is not blank and not is null description, then we're going to say description. I can't type description today. Dot cell start equals description, length and description. It'll put us at the end of the line, end of the word, basically. All right, let's give that a quick test. We'll just show you what I mean here. So food list, click here. It puts you there at the end of the list. See, puts you at the end. Because I hate when you click on it and then it puts the focus down here and then you go, oops. And you know what I'm saying? I like to have it when I click on something, it puts me at the end. Testing it for a new one. And that works fine because that's why you don't want to have to, if it's null, it could throw an error. Calories, protein. Let's see here. Click, and then we'll have it go down to calories. I'm not going to bother with the whole thing because usually that's just something you type in again. You know, if I'm going to change this, I'm not going to sit here and just pick that and type in 3. I'm going to click on it and type in 253 again. I'm just building it the way that I work with small numbers. I tend to just type them back in again. So calories goes to calories 2. Calories 2 dot set focus. And protein, let me guess. I'm so smart. Protein 2 got focus. Protein 2 dot set focus. And this is that's a calculated field, right? Protein percent. That should be in the query underneath, I believe. Yeah. So that should be gray. Okay. Save it, close it, open it, and that looks much better. So if I click here, puts me down there. If I click over here, puts me there. All right, that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. Annoyance number 2 fixed. All right, next annoyance. This is my annoyances video. So in the food log. All right, I'm gonna go to tomorrow since I haven't put anything for tomorrow yet. Okay, drop this down, pick something. All right, add it, and what happened? It went here because it's just adding it at the current time. So what we're gonna do is, if let's say you're trying to plan tomorrow, right? You want to put it on tomorrow. So let me get rid of that barbells first of all. I didn't eat that. I didn't eat it. If you want to plan tomorrow's meal, we're gonna look at this up here, okay? And if the date up here is not today's date, then we're going to just put it in on this date at, let's say, midnight. Okay? So let's go into our add code. And we've got add food item to log, right? Definition. Now this is right here. Let me move this over so we can see the whole thing. Open her up a little bit more. Okay, good. Now right here, we're just setting it equal to now. But let's take a look and say in here, we'll say if the date value of right now, okay, is equal to the date value of that field on the form, we'll get it in a second, I forgot what the name of it is, then if it's the same, if it's today, then do that. Otherwise, we're going to say set it equal to whatever X is. Then we got to get that field name. I forget that field name. So this guy is log date. Okay, so we'll just say in here log date. And we're on the same form. That's fine. So we can just call it log date. log date. Okay. Save it. Debug, compile once in a while. Close it. Close it. Close it. Open it. All right. So if we're on today and I add a banana, there's the banana, 7:09 p.m. That's perfect. Let's delete it. And now if I go to tomorrow's date and I'm prepping tomorrow, I can come in here and put in blueberries and hit add. And there they go. Oh, wait, hold on. It went on today. It went to 7:10 p.m. on this date. Oh, wait a minute. This might have the full. Does this have now or date in it? Let me see. No, it's date. I shouldn't have put a time in there. Let me see. All right, I had to step through it to figure out the problem, and I see it's a really easy problem. Let me show you guys what I did. When you get in trouble like that, when you can't figure out why it's doing that, it is putting tomorrow's date in there. Otherwise, it wouldn't be showing up on this form, on this page, right? But it's got 7:10 in there still, which isn't too bad. But what's happening is it's actually keeping the format of the text for the time here. So let me show you how I discovered what it's doing. We're gonna walk through it. Okay. So the button is what adds it. All right. I put a breakpoint here on this spot. I haven't covered debugging too much in the tech help videos. I do spend a lot of time in my full developer course covering debugging. What we're going to do now is this breakpoint will stop us right here. All right, so now we'll go back here and run it. Do the same thing. We'll go to tomorrow. Size this form here. There we go. All right, we'll go to tomorrow, and I'm going to add that banana again. Now when I hit go, it's going to stop right there. See how it stops? It stopped right here. And you can hover over this stuff and make sure things look good. Okay, food combo is 3. That's fine. All right, let's step into it. What step into means is it's going to go into this function or subroutine. Okay? And now I'm in that one. And now I can step through, step down, right? Each one of these, it'll step to the next command. All right, that one's good, that one's good, that one's good. And I get down here to the date values. I can see, all right, now is, okay, that is now. What's the log date? The log date is tomorrow. Okay, that's fine. Step, okay, step, that's good. Food date time has got the log date. It's got tomorrow's date in it. Oh, there it is. Food time text is format food log time of now. So I'm seeing the wrong value. It's putting the time in there still. But that's not what we need. All right, so now we know what the problem is. And so we're going to take this now, and we're going to put that up in here. So this will remain the same, but this, we'll have to put it in here differently. And I'll just do log date in here for now. So it should throw a midnight in there. Tomorrow at midnight. Okay, save it, and we can get rid of that breakpoint now. Where's the breakpoint? Go back in here. Sometimes you got to crawl back into your code to find all your breakpoints. There it is. Just click right there, turn it off. There's step into, step over, and step out of. Right? Step out of says you're in a procedure. All right, finish this procedure. So, a sub or a function is called a procedure collectively, right? Step out of says, all right, we're done with this. Maybe it's like a status function or something you know works fine. Step out means go back up a level to whatever called it and then go to the next line. All right, whereas step into says step into this guy. Otherwise, it'll step over it. That's what step over is, the one I usually use. Okay, save it, debug, compile. Already done that. All right, close it, and now it should hopefully work. Let's go to tomorrow, and we'll put in here some cereal. Boom. All right, perfect, and it's coming in at midnight. That's exactly what I wanted to see. So those were my big monster annoyances so far. I got one more annoyance, but we'll talk about it in the next class. And I also got some feedback. Some stuff you guys dropped on YouTube and on the website that we'll talk about in the next class as well. If you want to learn more about debugging, I cover it in Access Developer 15 a lot more. Sorry, this is an older one. It doesn't have lots of pretty pictures on it. But I do multi-select list boxes, which is another very popular topic, and debugging level 2, basically. And there's lots of good stuff in it. So, yeah, check it out. And I'm going to delete this stuff since I haven't eaten it yet. And we are going to eventually utilize this stuff because I've eaten this, I've eaten this, I've eaten this, but I have not eaten this. And we'll have these, you know, what you've actually eaten down here. We'll tally that stuff up too. Members, today we're going to add sort and filter labels, and we'll do like a filter box over the food item. Because you might, I mean, right now it's just one date, but we might later on make it so you can display multiple dates in here. That's my goal eventually. And you might want to be able to say, okay, show me all the times I had, a fruit bowl or whatever. But mostly for sorting purposes, like you might want to sort your meal out, like we just did a minute ago where we had to go back and then forward again. And I'm going to share with you a new bounce procedure. What's that? Well, remember in our food list, if we go to add a new item, we have it go up so many records and back down again in code so that it's not sitting there looking like that when you add a new record, right? Well, I wrote a better procedure to handle that, and there's no flashing, and you don't have to use echo and all that stuff. So we'll talk about that in the extended cut too. Silver members and up get access to all of my extended cut videos, and we've got a couple hundred of them now. There's so much to watch. And of course, gold members can download this database and all the stuff in the code vault, like my new bounce sub is going to be in the code vault, and all kinds of cool stuff. So that is going to do it for part 35, folks. Tomorrow we got quick queries, and have a good weekend after that. And I will see you back on Monday with another fitness database thingy, 36. So yeah, that's going to do it for your tech help video for today. Hope you learned something. Live long and prosper, my friends. I will see you on Monday. Well, I hope to see you tomorrow for quick queries. And then if you're just following this, I'll see you on Monday. Okay, bye. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button right now and give me a like. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel, which is completely free. And make sure you click that bell icon and select all to receive notifications whenever I post a new video. Do you need help with your Microsoft Access project? Whether you need a tutor, a consultant, or a developer to build something for you, check out my Access Developer Network. It's a directory I put together personally of Access experts who can help with your project. Visit my website to learn more. Any links or other resources that I mentioned in the video can be found in the description text below the video. Just click on that show more link right there. YouTube's pretty good about hiding that, but it's there. Just look for it. Now, if you have not yet tried my free Access Level 1 course, check it out now. It covers all the basics of Microsoft Access, including building forms, queries, reports, tables, all that stuff. It's over 4 hours long. You can find it on my website or my YouTube channel. I'll include a link below you can click on. And did I mention it's completely free? And if you like Level 1, Level 2 is just $1. That's it. And it's free for members of my YouTube channel at any level. Speaking of memberships, if you're interested in joining my channel, you get all kinds of awesome perks. Silver members get access to all of my extended cut tech help videos, and there's hundreds of them by now. They also get one free beginner class each month, and yes, those are from my full courses. Gold members get the previous perks plus access to download all of the sample databases that I build in my tech help videos. Plus, you get access to my code vault where I keep tons of different functions and all kinds of source code that I use. And gold members get one free expert class every month after completing the beginner series. Platinum members get all of the previous perks, plus they get all of my beginner courses, all of them from every subject. And you get one free advanced or developer class every month after finishing the expert series. And you can become a diamond sponsor and have your name listed on the sponsor page on my website. So that's it. Once again, my name is Richard Rost. Thank you for watching this video brought to you by accesslearningzone.com. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something today. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you next time.